guys, today is Monday for me, and the main reason it's Monday for me is because I don't have anything to edit because I didn't finish the piece that was for this week's tutorial. I am that far behind and I've finally gotten to the point where I can't post anything. And you probably have already noticed that because today is Friday for you and Thursday already happened and that's when my tutorials are normally posted. So the main thing that I need to do today is do a community tab post to let everybody know before the day comes that my video isn't posted. Now, I'm actually really frustrated about this because I really like doing my 2 videos a week. I like my tutorial and I like doing my vlog. But I just physically could not get a video out, and I think right now I'm going to basically just have it where if I can't get it done, I can't get it done. So right now I think my main thing is I am overworking, so I need to make sure to get the work done, but I also need to make sure to be taking care of myself. So I'm going to slow down and just try and have my mindset of I'm going to try and get a video out this week, not including the vlog. The vlog is going to probably always get posted because it's not that hard to deal with. But for the tutorial, I'm going to try and still do it weekly, but every now and again I probably won't have one. So I'm not really sure how to kind of fill the void of having missing videos. The only thing I can think of is maybe posting more on my Instagram or something like that. So if you want to see some work in progress and things like that from me, I am going to be on my Instagram a little bit more. I'm going to try and post a couple times a week, see if that works. Shouldn't be that hard. It should be a lot easier than putting out a video. But if you want to go over there and follow me on Instagram, make sure to go to BubblyLeaf Creations and not just BubblyLeaf. That's not me. You'll see that account and you will definitely note that it's not me.
Okay, so I finally got my community post put together. Hopefully no one will be too upset about a few weeks here and there. We'll miss having uploads on Thursdays, but I got that set so everyone should be notified. Hopefully they see it. I am a little worried that I might have worded this weird where people are going to think that I'm going to have weeks in between having a tutorial, but it's just every now and again there's going to be a week where there's not a tutorial. I hope I wrote that right. If not, I'm explaining it better in this vlog, so it's not too big of a deal. I need to not be so stressed out and worried about it, so it's not that big of a deal, even though I'm making it a big deal. Okay, the post has 4 likes on it already, no comments, so at least it shows that people are getting it in their feed. We'll see what you guys say. Well, now that that's done, and that is a huge relief off my shoulder, we can kind of have a little bit less stressful vlog. So I still have a lot to do, but they're going to be more like fun things to do, at least for me. I have a bunch of random little things we'll do here and there, but the main thing that I need to do is I need to get some wireframes set up for all these creatures. So I'm going to figure out the wireframes for the clay legs first, and then I'm going to make the body wireframes. I'll probably just get as many as I want to get done before I want to switch to a different project. But giving you guys a heads up, I've got a body finished for a chubby little dragon. All the leg pieces I got inside here so that they don't get lost. I've got the sewing for my galaxy raptor. The feathers and crystals finally came in for it. But for all my projects, the last thing I'm waiting on is an order of glass eyes to come in. It has not been marked as shipped and it's been a while, but I've ordered it from Nick's Creation and they're, I believe, a one-man team on their Etsy shop, so they make them all by hand and I think they're a little busy right now. I mean, when I was ordering the eyes, all the things had like a bunch of them had the little thing where, oh, this many people have this in their shopping cart. So like a lot of people had a lot of stuff in their shopping cart. So I could imagine how many orders they have right now. So I'm going to give it a few more days because it's been it's almost to that point where it should have been delivered technically. But yeah, I'm going to give it to that point and then just give them a little message to find out roughly when they want to ship it or when they can ship it. So this one doesn't have really large or really long toes or anything like that. They're kind of just like stubby. So they're going to be kind of like chubby, and then they're also going to have like clay webbings between them. But not too much because still the toes are kind of chunky and close together. Okay, that should work for both the front and back feet with this one. They're pretty similar. I'll double check if I need to have a thumb. I think I need a thumb. We'll add a thumb. In worst case, it adds a little bit extra character. 20 inches for the spine, and 26. We'll make it 26 for the legs.
Oh, you know what? Let's open the crystals, make sure they look good. I haven't popped them out of their bubble wrap yet. Where's the tape? There it is. But yeah, these are really pretty. I love working with these types of crystals. They're not really like real, but they're not like painted. I think they're like iodized to where whatever is on them is not gonna come off, because I've never had them like chip or have paint peel or anything like that. So how they look is just kind of how they are. Okay, that is the last bit of measurements. So I'm gonna move all of our fabric pieces that I have here out of the way, and then we're gonna cut all of our wires. Oh, by the way, I finished the last bit of sewing for the tiger. Well, the patterns on the tiger. So I did all of this. This is the neck piece. And after we get all the wires cut out for everybody, we're going to end up shaving this down. That way I finally have all the fabric pieces ready for that. So part of this is going to be the measurements for our little tiger dragon. He's not our next tutorial, but he's our second to next tutorial. You know what? So I don't lose track and have all these wires everywhere, we're just going to make the body wireframes first, and then we'll make the wireframes for the legs. Because otherwise I'm going to have way too much all over my desk. Oh, by the way, one random fun thing that I did this weekend that I'm kind of proud of is I actually fixed a broken Xbox controller without watching any tutorials and destroying another one which was more broken than the other one that I fixed. Basically, we have a decent amount of controllers and they've just been all getting worn out, and we were down to like 2, and then one of the joysticks basically just snapped. Like the inside workings of it just snapped. And we had another one that was sticking, but after taking apart one of them, like I took apart the broken one first because it was the easiest one to open up, because one of them, for some reason, had no screws outside, so I don't know where the screws were to take it apart, but they were not easily available, so I didn't mess with that one. And then the other one had a sticky button, so basically what I ended up doing was I picked the one that was like the newest one that broke, and the easiest one I thought would be to fix, which would be the broken joystick, surprisingly. And I stole another joystick from another broken one, but they were too different. They weren't like the same size joystick. So I actually, what am I doing? I need to measure this wire, not, hold on. Losing what I'm doing. But the joystick didn't fit perfectly into place where the other one was. It was a little too short, so it kind of like sunk in. So I kind of like MacGyvered it, and I had old small like rubber backings to some old gauges that I had, and I put it on the little metal stick that goes inside of the joystick, because the joystick on the outside is just kind of like a cover. There's a metal stick that actually controls everything, so I put the little earring backings on that to create like a gap, so it pushed the joystick further up and out of the controller, and it worked perfectly. So I actually fixed an Xbox controller using gauge backings. I thought it was funny. Okay, so I'm starting on the Raptor first. So one thing over the weekend that I decided to, well, I didn't really decide to do it. I was talked into it by Michael. And that was to get a new pillow and a weighted blanket. And oh my god, I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I listened to him. I actually got lucky and got like a 15-pound one for $40 at Walmart, which isn't that bad. And I'm short, so like a small weighted blanket works fine for me. But yeah, I haven't started to sleep with the weighted blanket yet because I'm not sure if it's healthy to sleep with the weighted one. I know I sleep with a lot of like layers, and that's probably like worse than a weighted blanket, so I'm gonna probably like switch over to using the weighted blanket and remove a few blanket layers, because I literally smother myself. This sounds horrible, but I do like having a lot of blankets. I get cold, and even if I get hot, I still want my layers on. So I usually have like maybe three or four blanket layers, even in the summer. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I was sleeping with a new pillow, and it's copper infused, which I thought was interesting. and apparently I just passed out. I slept so well that I woke up to Michael asking if I was okay because he wasn't sure I was breathing. I was sleeping that good that he thought I was dead.
Okay, I got all 4 of the wireframes done. I haven't done the wireframes for the clay feet, but I think what we're going to do is take a small break from this. And I think before I get my lunch going, I'm going to shave that one piece of fabric for the tiger dragon, because I really want to see what the stripes look like. So, let me get these all out of the way. Okay, and then here is the fabric. I think I want to leave this portion kind of fluffy, because this will be kind of around the cheeks, the kind of the white portion right here. So I'm going to try my best to just kind of like fade it and then have the rest of this shaved down like the rest of the body. So let me get my hair trimmer down. Get all the little excess fur out of it first. There we go. Okay, just for fun, I'm going to grab the other pieces to see how it looks. Also want to make sure that I cut it to the right length, because I don't want it to be extra fluffy or anything. Yeah. Oh, that looks awesome. I can't wait to do this piece. Might have to shave it again once these pieces are put together, but I need to film that for the tutorial, so yeah, that looks really good. Oh, I'm so happy. So I just checked on my posts. I've got a few comments from you guys, and I really do appreciate all the kind words and everything like that telling me to take care of myself. It really means a lot to me. It definitely helps. It makes me feel a lot better because I feel really guilty for not being able to post as much as I want to. One thing that I did notice is kind of cool is comments from posts are actually showing up in my comment section now. Like, it didn't used to do that. I know I haven't done a post in a very long time, but it used to be where you had to go to the post to see anything or go to the little tab in Studio that shows the post. But it's actually in the comment section, so I can check it easier on my phone and even respond to people. Right now, I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't really know what to say to all of you guys because it's just too sweet. So I'm just going to heart everybody until I can think of something to say. At worst, I'm addressing it now in the vlog, so thank you guys. Anyways, I need to make some food. So we actually have groceries today, and I think I'm going to make a sandwich and maybe some veggies with ranch, or I know I have potato chips, but I'm debating on if I want to be healthier or not. Actually, you know what? I have one of these. A Saggio cheese bagel. These are amazing. I made a sandwich out of one of these earlier, like a few days ago, and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. So I'm going to toast this up to make a sandwich with it. It's the last one, and I need to use it before it goes bad. And they're so good, I don't want to waste it. Oh, I actually have a little bit of onion still. I think it's still good. It's a little messy over here. I got some stuff. I need to straighten up the baskets. I just kind of threw it in there when we got groceries, so I was like, eh. The only thing wrong with these bagels is they don't come cut, so I'll have to cut it. It almost doesn't fit. Okay. There we go. Oh my god, that looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna eat this, and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna do. Hi, Peppers. You want some lunch meat? Okay, so I think the next thing I want to work on is these horns that I have. These are all made out of resin, and they're for the next tutorial that is going to be next week. So we have a dragon sculpture that I did, just the bust of it, and these are all for it, but after sculpting and painting everything, they don't really fit. And a lot of the edges are kind of jagged, so I'm just going to kind of clean them up so they can go into the tiny little holes that I have placed on the sculpture. And then at the end of the day, we're going to take these 2 large ones and we're going to resin over them. Main reason I'm going to wait till the end of the day to do that is because I don't want anything stuck to it. And we've been kind of working with a lot of hair and fake fur fabric, and it's just kind of linty and fuzzy stuff, and I don't want it in the resin. I want these to come out nice and smooth. So we'll do that later on, but right now I'm going to get them all sanded. I hate wearing these because they fog up, but I don't want resin in my eyes. Okay, let's start. These large ones have some pretty decent jagged spots on them, so hopefully they don't take too long. Okay. Oh. Well, that's gonna be there for a few minutes. Okay. I'm gonna clean up and probably do a little bit of editing, and then I need to figure out... I think I want to make another pair of antlers because the tiger dragon that I'm doing, I want to have antlers, so we might mess around with that. Okay, so I kind of roughly sketched something out. I think the head's going to be roughly this size. I may make these smaller, I'm not sure. But I do have a weird idea of having the two pairs of antlers kind of connected. Like this one would actually loop and then re-loop into the other one, and then maybe this is combined too. So I'm going to mess around with the wire frame for this and figure out how I would like to do the antlers. At worst case, if this doesn't work, I could just have a set of antlers roughly this shape. So it's not a big deal if it doesn't connect. Okay, I put the wire frame together and I am really happy with it. It kind of makes me think of like a bug for some reason, but I really like it. It's exactly how I was kind of picturing it. Yeah, I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add clay to the little spike things. A lot of this will probably be part of the tutorial, so I can't really film too much of it for the vlog. But I am going to get all the little tips covered in clay. So I want these to be really thin and delicate, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just right now taking like a little bit of clay. I think I'm going to start at the top and cover up this part. I'm just going to kind of like smush this on top. Try and make it as thin and pointed as I can without it being fragile. A little tricky because there are the little extra wires in here. It's not just the one piece of wire. Okay, so I got all the points on the antlers done. I think they look really good. I'm pretty happy with them. They're definitely very unique. One thing I was thinking is once these are baked, I can kind of take some sandpaper to them, smooth them out a little bit, make them maybe a little bit more pointed, because there's only so much I can do with just using my fingers to pinch the clay, so we might sand them. But yeah, I'm going to put these in the oven, and then I think we might be done vlog-wise because it is getting kind of late. I've done actually quite a lot today. I know I need to edit the vlog and also make a thumbnail, but I think I need to message somebody on Etsy and do a few other like back-end things for the shop. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being understanding about there being a few less tutorials for a while. Hopefully it won't be a consistent thing, and if it is a consistent thing, we'll have better videos because of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.